Hello, and welcome back to Trails Through Daybreak II. So in the last episode, we started the next Act 1, but we had to choose a path, and I went with Van for now. So we're on Van's path, looking for Almata's legacy somewhere in Messeldam, with the help of Judith and Katra. And we haven't really done anything so far. We started here and looked around pretty much up to here, watched some movies, and got a lot of tutorials on the Mierhen Garten. So there's a lot of new stuff there. A lot of new menus and a lot of stuff to process. It's fine. By next episode, I'll be very familiar with everything. Right now, though, we have a side quest for this lady who lost something 9 years ago. And we're going to go do it.
May Adios be with us.
So this is where you were. Francisca, right? You the one who put up the 4 SPG? 4 SPG? Then you must be the spriggan, yeah, from Arkride Solution. We just happened to be in Messeldam for some business. Anyway, not to jump the gun or anything, but can you fill us in on the details of your request? Of course. I'm so glad you're here. Let's discuss this where we won't be disturb the others. Oh no, there's a hair in my eye. Oh, hold on. There we go. And so, your request is that you wanted us to look for something important to you. What would that be exactly? Right, I suppose that's the best place to start. I'm looking for a music box, one with a little ballerina on top. It has a crank that you can turn to play music. The ballerina will even spin as if she's dancing. Oh, I've seen those before. They're so cute. I agree. It was incredibly dear to me when I was a little girl. You see, my father was a busy man, and because I didn't get to see him very often, he decided to have a gift made for me to remind me of his love. It sounds like he cared for you a great deal. He did, yes, but unfortunately, there came a time when we had to depart from Messeldam. I had no choice but to leave the music box behind. It's been on my mind ever since. I've always longed for the day I could come back and look for it. It's only now, 9 years later, that I've finally been able to visit. So you're trying to find the music box while you're still in town? Yes, of course, there's no guarantee that it's still here, but if there's even a slight chance, the slightest chance, even if you can't find the music box itself, any information on where it would be, would be more than enough. Does it sound like something you could help me with? Well, I think I got the gist of your request, at least. You had no choice but to leave it behind, though. Sounds like something crazy must have happened. Yeah, it does seem a little strange. It's not exactly hard to bring a music box with you. I wish I could tell you more, but I can't. There's really nothing more I can say. I apologize. Well. Now I'm curious. Listen, if there's stuff you feel you can't share, I get it. I mean, dealing with complicated matters is practically our whole business. But at the end of the day, you can't really expect us to head out on a search for some music box without having all the info. I didn't mean to. No, I'm just making more excuses. Hey, you didn't have to be so rude about it. Not like I don't get why you're skeptical, though. Is there a reason you can't ask the police or bracers for help? I'd prefer not to complicate the situation personally. I only want the music box back. I did think about trying to find it on my own, but I'm a bit hesitant to go wandering around town. Oh? Look, I really would like to help you out, but it's ultimately up to our leader here. What do you think, Van? Let's see. She's got reservations about telling the truth, but it doesn't feel like it's because of a life or death situation. Still, something's bugging me. Not that that stopped me before, per se. What to do? She can't go around town? She's probably a criminal. And she can't be spotted? By the law, I would assume. Is that why? I wonder if she killed her father. Oh god, I'm over guessing on this one, but law and gray, no chaos, so normally, if there was nothing else to this as far as that goes, it would just be law. But since there's gray, something serious happened. Alright, we'll take the case. You did go through all the trouble of putting out a 4 SPG. Plus, it might be nice to do some extra legwork while we're in town. Thank you so much. Words can't explain how much this means to me. So, is there anything you can tell us about the music box? Seriously, any info at all would be helpful. Well, my memories can be a bit hazy at times, but I'll try my best. As I mentioned, it's a music box with a little ballerina on top. I think it was made of ceramic. Yes, if I'm remembering correctly, I was told it came from a famous workshop here in Messeldam. Yeah, they did talk about ceramics being sold there. Oh, you must be in the Orbital factory across from the public bathhouse. Sounds like that should be the place we start asking around. Well, let's get going then. Gotta strike while the iron's hot.
Well, we're on the clock now.
I wonder what she's hiding. I certainly hope that we get to find out.
Let me ask you something.
A music box with a ballerina. Again, huh? That's an interesting reaction. You know something? Funnily enough, I happened to come across some old paperwork on it recently, so yes, I do. Well, that certainly makes things easier. Let's start with simple stuff then. I'm guessing it was your shop that made the music box? That's right. It was actually crafted by my grandfather, but the request for it was made roughly a decade ago. The order slip mentioned it was a present for a customer's daughter who wanted to be a ballerina. Money didn't seem to be an issue for the man who ordered it, though. I imagine he must have been a real up-and-comer. That's why my grandfather felt so much pressure to make it perfect. He poured all of his know-how into that thing. I don't think there's a single piece he was more proud of. Huh. Sounds like it was more of a luxury item than I thought. It really is. And considering the last time I looked it over, I imagine it's still appraised at 100,000 mira. His craftsmanship was like no other. You looked it over? Wait, you've seen it before? Yep, just last month actually. Not sure if you'll be pleased to hear this or not, but an antique dealer brought it in. He wanted me to refurbish some parts of the doll that fell off. Talk about a coincidence. I only realized it was my grandfather's work when I noticed his signature on the back. That's what got me digging through our old documents in the first place. Anyway, your best bet is probably to go to that antique dealer. No telling if he still has the music box, though. Right. If the repair was last month, he may have already sold it. I suppose we should at least try to find him, though. Yeah. You know if the guy's still in the area? Well, I've seen him around, sure, but I'd be careful if I were you. He's not exactly known for being the reputable type. Word is that he buys some of his goods through the black market. I've even heard that he has dealings over in that underground club in the back streets. Black market goods, huh? That doesn't sound great. Well, it's the only lead we've got right now. Come on, let's head to that club. Thanks for the info, Ivan. Okay. That means we can look around, because I'm assuming... Yeah, Club Barracuda. Sir? I don't give a damn if you're from Almata or Allfather. This is my town, you hear? Now, where'd you put that whopper I fished up? It was bigger than the ship, for crying out loud. Is this gentleman okay? He must be one of the homeless, the kind that's a little far gone by the looks of it. World's no stranger to this sort of thing. Let's just keep our noses to ourselves and stay out of trouble. Okay. I don't think I missed anything
Seems like
over
a
there.
good fishing spot.
Ah, damn it. Okay, well, we gotta do it.
Let's do this thing.
Guaranteed with dumpling. Well, not guaranteed, but way higher probability. I can't buy more dumplings, so I'm just gonna save. Done.
Hey!
Because I only have one dumpling.
That's it! Nice, I got one!
Yay, red perch. Rank B. I need a rank A. Damn it. If I don't get a rank A, I'm in trouble. Okay, yeah, we don't have any more dumpling. Wait, is that with normal bait?
Let's do this thing.
Oh. Even with normal bait, it's still got a decent chance. Let me just do 2 more and see if I can get a rank A.
That's it!
That doesn't seem like a rank A. That was too easy to catch.
Hey! That's it!
Oh.
Nice, I got one!
I was to see. Man, it's just really, really unlucky. I just wanted to get 1,000 S tokens obtained with shard search. Okay. Portal found with shard search. Okay. Defeat all okay. Firestorm. Ooh. I just wanted to get the damn. Where's the fishing one? MVP obtained as Swin. Oh. Ooh, okay. What the hell's a dual art? Oh. We have cross strikes and dual arts now? Oh, this combat system's getting somewhere. Right here. This is all I want. This is all I want.
Seems different from the rest of the town.
These are the back streets of Messeldam. I hear this place is kinda sketch.
Makes sense. Almata's old HQ is right around here after all.
Yeah. Last night's client was a bust. I guess there's more and better where he came from, though. Still, the people who visit our club have really gone down in quality lately. Well, whatever. I'll keep turning tricks on my own terms. No more, no less. Very openly talking to yourself. Oh-ho, I ain't seen your face here before, buddy. I'm just passing through town. I see you got a lady friend with you right now. How about you give her the slip later and swing back this way? There's a real nice place I can get you into. You got your manly urges, don't you? No shame in that. Gonna have to pass. Why don't you go solicit someone who actually has time to waste? Ah, come on. No need to be like that. Whoa now. Hold on a tick. Your lady friend is... She looks like that famous actress. No, wait. You actually are her, ain't ya? You know, I'm also scouting for young women looking to, shall we say, market themselves. We could work something out if you like. No, I don't like. Geez, clearly no one has ever taught this creep how to treat a lady. He knew it was a lost cause, yet went for it anyway. This is a barker who's never known fear. Well, if you ever change your mind, come find me, and I'll get you into one of the best clubs in town. Me, I got no qualms with playing the long game. That goes both for pulling in customers and getting new gals on the roster. Well, at least he's got determination. Alright, I'm gonna avoid just that for now.
Hey, big boy. Wanna have a little fun?
Anything, turn up on your end? Not yet. Where the hell's this damn brat? There's lookouts posted at every way in and out of our city. No, he's always got no place to run. And we'll find him if we have to turn over every last rock on the street. Someone's coming. You know the drill. What's up with those two? Sounds like they're in the middle of a manhunt. Something smells off about this. Let's just focus on our investigation for now. We still need to get a handle on the situation in Messeldam. This is very much probably related. I'm assuming that kid stole
Looks like someone doodled. Oh, wait, no. This is called graffiti art, isn't it?
Holy moly! Whoever did this has got talent.
Holy moly! That does look pretty good. That kid clearly stole, like, the thing we're looking for, so. I'm assuming. What sort of business could you possibly have with me, strangers? You tourists too took a wrong turn, or are you customers looking to buy some gummies? Don't get all tense, I'm just a small business owner. The people bring the demand, and I bring the supply, that's all. Is this man talking about what I think he is? Yep, he deals in illegal substances. People say Messeldam was a breeding ground for this kind of thing even before the mafia moved in. Looks like that hasn't changed. Damn, you'd think they would have wised up after everything that went down with Almata. And to top it off, he's using candy as a street name. Gummies. It makes me sick to my stomach. And that's the part that gets you? Don't you ruin sweets for him? Nah, gummies come in different types to suit each customer's needs. You looking to get as high as a kite or slow down and veg out? Just let a guy know, and I'll share my recs. Personally, I like to be level-headed all the time, so no. There's no music in here? It's just one guy. Yeah! This isn't your everyday establishment. Maybe not, but places like these are a surefire bet for underworld intel. That's about the size of it. Would you rather wait outside, kiddo? There's no need to coddle me. It's only the middle of the day, so we'll just take 3 mocktails. Right away, sir. I didn't realize bars even offered non-alcoholic drinks. Depends on the joint, but it's not too uncommon while it's still light out. Hey, this is pretty tasty. Just right for an afternoon pick-me-up. I have to agree. You got some killer skills, barkeep. That's very flattering, sir. I'm not just talking cocktails, by the way. It's hard to tell by looks alone, but you're packing a lot of muscle under that uniform. I also notice the glances you sneak at the door and customers. That's more vigilance than a typical bartender needs. My take's that you double as the club's bouncer. I'm lost for words. Are you perhaps involved in some form of detective work? That's one way to put it. You wouldn't happen to be an ex-Jaeger called Robson, would you? I heard your story from Dingo. Ooh. You were acquainted with him. That was a telling response. So you knew each other, too? Yes, as you presumed, I am Robson. Dingo has done much for me in the past. A shame what became of him. So you already heard the news. Even now, I struggle to believe it. Since you were a close friend of his, it would be my pleasure to accommodate you in whatever way we can. I can. That being said, I would advise you not bring up his name in front of the owner. Did something happen between them? In a sense. You see, our club's highest earner used to be a hostess by the name of Mistress. That's the lady from the Blacklight District. Mistress, huh? I know she and Dingo got acquainted when he was in Messeldam, but it sounds like there's more to the story. I can't discuss this too openly, but at the time, Mistress was being blackmailed into doing the owner's bidding. Dingo's the one who pulled every trick in the book to secure her freedom. It would seem the owner harbors a grudge over it to this very day. Damn, that's a hell of a story. What brings your investigation here, if I may ask? I'd be happy to answer any questions you have to the best of my ability, Mr. Call me Van. I'm a spriggan from the capital. Ah, the one from the rumors. I'm here in Messeldam to find something, so we're out doing a little info gathering. Have you noticed any sketchy developments here lately, particularly in relation to Almata? The police were scouring the place as part of their own investigation not too long ago, but as far as I'm aware, they didn't discover anything of note. In truth, however, the owner has worked with Almata on numerous past occasions. It was only ever to line his own pockets, however, so he is likely ignorant of their inner workings. Even if he weren't, he's crafty enough to keep the police from delving into him too deeply. So he actually gave him the slip. Sounds like interrogating him wouldn't get us much of anywhere, then. And there are many others in this town that are also connected to Almata in some shape or form. In most cases, however, it was that they were either threatened or exploited. The only people who truly know what went on in Almata would be those who worked directly under them. But the way I understand it, each and every member was arrested at the end of last year. That is the extent of my knowledge. I'm sorry I couldn't be of more help. Not at all. This gives us a much better grasp of things. Yeah, you definitely saved us some trouble down the road. And that pleases me to hear. We'll hit you up again if we need anything else. Heck, even if we don't, I might just stop by for some more drinks. I'll save you a spot at the counter. I can't help but sense fate's hand at work, bringing an acquaintance of Dingo's through the door after all this time. Nevertheless, I am this club's bartender, nor, at times, its bouncer. While that regrettably limits the ways in which I can help you, do let me know if you ever need anything, if you're ever in need. And though this may be remiss of me to say as an employee, watch your back around the owner.
Oh,
May I help you?
lady?
I like this guy. Damn, that's a lot of food.
Thank you.
Ooh, I'm stuffed.
Whew.
I can't take another bite.
Nothing? He said nothing. Is it because I gave him alcohol? It said it came with a non-alcoholic
May I
version,
help
I
you?
believe, right? Also comes in a non-alcoholic version. I'm assuming he just had the non-alcoholic. He had to have. All right, I've bought so... Wait, no. Did I use the... I did use that thing. I bought so many gifts, though. I need to turn these in.
I'll treasure it.
Thank you.
Take your lampshade.
Wonder
your
what
doll.
this'll go for. Just kidding.
You have my thanks.
Thanks a bunch, man.
There we go. Wait, before you. Ooh, that's what I'm talking about. Show us more of those goods, baby. I knew they saved the best girls for the middle of the day. Duping work so I could come here instead was the right call. Yeah, he's wasted. Is it just him? Oh. Oh, there is a guy over there. Mr. Steve? Well now, a customer... Is that a new customer I see? It takes a discerning eye to step into our club. No need to be tense. Release your inhibitions and carouse away. You seek entertainment of a more titillating nature, no? This must be the owner that bartender was talking about. He seems like a cheerful guy at first glance. Yeah, gives off a whiff of something unsavory, though. At the very least, he was involved with Almata, and it doesn't show on his face one bit. Keep your guard up around him. Our pole dancing performances over there have become quite popular. Frankly, I only added them as a way to fill the void my biggest earning hostess left upon her departure. They're paying off much faster than I anticipated, however. The mirror-making business never grows dull. Just randomly decide to bring that up? After how many years? That guy's gone. Okay. Almata's downfall hasn't changed the owner of this place one bit. I wonder who he's going to make a patsy out of this year. Not that it's any of my business. I'm just here to make as much money as I can while he keeps the doors open. That's the long and short of it.
Got a question for you.
How about this? Normally this wouldn't be that big of a deal. But I've got a feeling the owner won't take too kindly to us asking a lot of questions. Might be easier to see if any of the dancers know something. Excuse me, miss. Oh, got a tip from you, mister. Feel free to put it anywhere you want. That's not why we're here. What we're here for. If possible, we'd like to ask you something. Katra might act like he's all grown up, but he's still just a kid, huh? Katra explained that they're looking for the antique dealer. Oh, you're looking for that guy, are you? Yeah, pretty sure he's here today. Good, sounds like we're in luck. But where is he? I haven't seen anyone matching his description so far. Hey, that guy just walked out of the bathroom. Yep, that's him. Probably got some business with the owner today. Stops by to sell his wares here every now and then. He uses this place as a sort of hunting ground. Finds suckers who are into buying old junk, then pulls them into another room for a sales pitch. So yeah, he's a little shady, but he's also a great tipper, and that makes him okay in my book. I see, thank you. You've been very helpful. Alright, then. Let's see what this guy's got to say. Antique dealer you're looking for is at the bar. If you got business with him, just go over and say so.
Let me ask you something.
A music box with a ballerina on top. Damn, I finally got my hands on it and now someone takes an interest? Wait. Got it off my hands. You sold it? Yup, gave it to the new owner a few days ago. Sorry, pal. Gave it to the new owner? Oh, the new owner of the music box. I was afraid of that. I figured it wouldn't be so simple. Mind telling us who you sold it to? The original owner's looking for it. The original owner, huh? Yeesh. I don't want nothing more to do with that mess. It was some old lady. Pretty sure I saw her wandering around over by the docks this morning. I think she was wearing a yellow scarf. Thanks for the tip. By the way, what do you mean by get it off my hands? From what we heard, the former owner of the Orbital factory put a whole load of effort into that thing. The old man was pretty famous at his trade, wasn't he? Kinda expected people to be banging down your door for it. Yeah, well, I thought the same thing. Hell, that's why I bought it in the first place. Even brought it down to the club to try to sell it to somebody who might be into antiques. Only thing is, every one of them told me that music box comes with a lot of baggage. Baggage? What do you mean by that? Sorry, lady, but if I tell you, I'd be wrapped up in it myself. Anyway, to make a long story short, if I couldn't sell it to some sleazeball, I figured I'd just target your average Joe instead. And that's how I finally managed to get rid of it. Not sure how I feel about you selling something with a sketchy history to the general public. Anyway, we should try and find that old lady and see what she can tell us. Yeah, if we're lucky, she might be willing to make a trade. Sounds like a plan. He said she was over by the docks, so let's go take a look. What? You gonna track down that old lady who bought the music box or something? None of my business, but I did spot her over at the wharf. Couldn't tell you if she's there or not, though. Now, when you say that... Okay, I'm just gonna go all the way around. Alright. I doubt that stepping over here is gonna, like, lock me out of anything. I'd rather wait.
Let me ask you something.
Oh, a music box with a ballerina. Oh, why, yes, I actually just purchased something like that the other day. Looks like we were right on track. That music box brought back a fond memory of mine. I was so moved when I saw it, I thought, surely Adios must be guiding my hand. You said it brought back a fond memory. Well, you see, I used to teach ballet several years ago. I suppose it's been over a decade now. One day, a little girl I used to teach brought in that exact music box. She said her father had given it to her, and that it was her prized possession. Oh, you should have seen the glow on her face. I was a bit surprised by how lavish it was, but just seeing her enthusiasm was enough to make me smile. How lavish? Unfortunately, a lot happened after that. Her family was separated and everything in their home was auctioned off. When I saw it, I could hardly believe something so dear to her had been sold along with everything else. I thought, why not buy it myself in case I get the chance to return it? Her family was separated. I wonder what happened. Wait a minute, the girl you're talking about must be... Yeah, there's no doubt about it. Did this student of yours happen to be named Francisca? How did you know? I think I'm getting a clearer picture here. What the hell happened to her family being separated, though? Dan told her everything. Goodness, what a wonderful coincidence. It seems Adios really was calling me to buy that music box. My house isn't very far from here. Let me go and get it for you all. That'd be great. Sorry again for all the trouble. If you'd rather not make the walk by yourself, we don't mind tagging along. And then the others helped the old lady back to her house to retrieve it. Afterward, the group headed to the chapel. Oh, my old ballet teacher, I thought I'd never see you again. It's been far too long. I've missed you so much. If no one else, I always hoped I'd at least get to see you someday. I felt the very same. Though it may be a little more than happenstance, I'm so very pleased to see you again. My, look how you've grown. You've become such a fine young lady. I see you're still just as quick to tears as when you were little, however. Oh, you. Reunion after 9 long years, I'm getting a little misty-eyed myself. She must be overjoyed. Sorry to interrupt your get-together, ladies. But I've got the music box you were looking for right here. Mind checking to make sure we have the right one? Oh, I'm sorry. I was so wrapped up in the moment. Let me take a look. Sniffle. Yes, that's it. That's the one my father gave me. It's beautiful. I can tell your dad really cared about making you happy. The melody is rather nice as well. The crank turns just fine, so there's no need to worry about the inner mechanisms being broken. That's a relief. I can't tell you how much it means for me to have this back, and to think you even brought my old teacher along. I don't know how I'll ever be able to repay you. Thank you so much for all you've done. No thanks needed, beyond the fee for our service. You know, I actually thought that music box might have been that other thing we were looking for. But I didn't catch a single whiff of anything fishy, so I guess not. Huh? You thought it was related to Almata? I thought so too. I thought there's much deeper meaning to this. What in the world made you think that? It was just a nice gift from her father. Yeah, but how did they get separated? Francisca, It's okay, ma'am. We're just fixers who happen to have had a few run-ins with Almata in the past. It wasn't until we were in the middle of investigating that I started to realize what was actually going on. I see, so you figured it all out already. To be honest, having to keep it from you from the start was was starting to eat me up from inside. If it's okay, I'd like to explain. Yeah, I'm still a little clueless over here, so that'd be great. I'd love for that, but I need to catch my breath. And we're good. Several years ago, my father was the most powerful man in Messeldam's criminal underworld. Oh. His name was Enrique, Almata's former boss. What? What? Enrique? Why does that name sound so familiar? I think it was written in Dingo's notes. I see, so your father had the music box made for you over a decade ago. Okay, that explains why he had plenty of money, and then a year later, Dantes took over Almata. I suppose all this took place while your dad was still at the top of the underworld then. To be honest, the rumors I've heard about him aren't great. Yeah, this is the man in the Reverie visual novel, visual novel section that kidnapped the children that we got to meet in Daybreak. And then Dantes, slaughtered him. I think Elaine was there for Enrique's death. You're right, my father did many horrible things while he was still with Almata. He used to be a traitor, but his craftiness got the better of him. That eventually led to his takeover of the mafia. These days, he'd be considered a bit player in the grand scheme of things, but there was a time when he was feared even outside of the city. However, my mother and I only ever knew him as a kind and gentle soul. Just like what he did for me with the music box, all he ever wanted was for us to be happy. Well, people aren't always what you see on the surface, that's for sure. Yes, even so, the people of this town hold his name in contempt. To this day, there are many who carry a grudge against him. I was scared of what they might do if they found out who I was. And that's why you didn't want to ask anyone for help, right? Yes. Hold on. We read something in a few notes a while back. It said that all of Enrique's family and connections were killed. The truth of that matter is that Francisca was the only one who survived. Huh. 9 years ago, my parents risked their lives to help me escape. However, in a town completely under Almata's control, there was nowhere for me to go. That's when an informant came to save me. He told me it was the least he could do to make amends for selling info to Dantes. Wait, what? Dingo saved you? Hey, that sounds like... Dingo, yeah. Must have been him. Only somebody Dantes thought highly of could have gotten her out alive. I suppose that makes sense. Wait, you know Dingo? Yeah, he was working in Edith as a reporter for a while. Still did informant work on the side, though. Me being a spriggan, it made sense for us to do business, but in some ways, he was also kind of like an older brother. This has been an incredible day for coincidences. I owe him a debt of gratitude as well. You see, several days after that tragedy befell our family, Dingo appeared to me once more to say Francisca wanted me to tell you something. He wanted me to know that she was safe, but warned me to act as though she were dead. Ever since then, I've kept Francisca in my heart. I could only pray that we might meet again someday. I see. That makes this reunion all the sweeter, huh? Is it possible that Dingo's still in the capital? I always hoped I'd be able to find him someday. He introduced me to a family that took me in as a foster child. If not for his connections, I might never have had a family again. Unfortunately, searching for him while Almata was still around was too dangerous. I've always regretted never telling him how grateful I was. Well, what's wrong? The thing is, Dingo passed away. It happened last year while he was trying to follow up on Almata. In the end, it's because of the information he left us that we were able to fight back against Dantes. Oh dear. The guy was one hell of a reporter, that's for sure. Even helped me out sometimes too. A lot of what I know is through hearsay, but he seemed like a really great guy. I remember he saved Mariel when a politician targeted her for digging into his affairs. That's how they met, I believe. Yeah, he was the kind of guy who was always one step ahead of everybody else. So flawless you almost hated him for it. And he cared about other people to a fault. No matter what happened, you always knew you could count on him. Based on what he did for you, I guess he'd always been like that. Yes, even though he tried to feign disinterest, I could tell he was a gentle soul. But why? Why did that have to happen to someone like him? I lost everything because of Almata, and now Dingo too. I never even got to thank him. Oh, Francisca. I know it hurts, dear, but everything will be all right. Where he is now, I'm sure he knows how you feel. Damn. This ended up being a lot more interesting than I thought. I mean, I was already piqued interest when, you know, and then I thought that it was just a normal music box, but then that, damn. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get so emotional. I'm sure he meant a lot more to you than he did to me. Yeah, nothing to apologize for. It's good to know there's one more person out there who misses him just as much as we do. I'm glad I finally found the courage to come to Messeldam. I've gotten back so much of what I lost, irreplaceable things, and it's all thanks to you. And despite knowing that Dingo's gone now, even if I can't thank him in person, the least I can do is continue to live my life looking forward. Sounds like a good plan. I'm sure that's what he'd want for you, too. Well, that was certainly unexpected. Yeah, I'm glad we decided to take on her case, though.
That's all, folks.
Reward deposited.
3,000. Oh, there were no options there. Right. Just straight stats. Okay. No doubt, today's events were Adios's guidance at work. But it also feels as though we haven't that informant to thank for bringing us together. While the two of us never spoke much, he is something of a benefactor to me as well. I pray that his soul, as well as those of Francisca's family, is able to rest in peace. Thank you again for all your help. I actually plan to walk these streets again from now on as a way of moving forward with my life. It still frightens me to be sure, but I'm told that this place has been relatively peaceful lately. Continuing to turn away from the past would only disrespect Dingo's memory. That was good. I definitely enjoyed that quest. Whew. I just wish I wasn't having trouble reading.
Gotta keep this up.
It comes to a point where, like, the amount of lines that I have to read after, like, 2 to 3 hours, no matter how much water I drink or anything, I can't hydrate enough, and then my tongue gets stuck every other word, and I start slurring even worse than I normally do. So at some point, I have to stop recording, take a break, etc. You know. Why are you guys here? You looking for inspiration? What in that? You never mentioned that this research trip would take us halfway across the country. I was only hoping to push back on my next take it easy and go cafe hopping. Well, both of those are not making you look good. Cronin, you numbskull, you sloppy, thoughtless ogre. Huh? But you're the one who said you wanted to travel around gathering material. If this isn't working out, though, I can always take you back to Edith to work on that draft. Wait, hold that thought. I think I just had a breakthrough. I knew you would, Miss Kokona. That settles it. Let the field work continue. Things always end up like this whenever Cronin's involved. I'll admit, though, that even this is preferable to the agony of artist/writer's block. There has to be somewhere in this town where I can laze around. I like that we're getting more of them. That's not just in Bermades. I didn't realize how crime-infested Messeldam's back alleys were. Still, Miss Kokona and her work are depending on me. I'll keep her safe, come what may. I swear it on my life as an editor. Her editor. According to our intel, this should be Almata's old headquarters, but this isn't exactly what I was expecting. Oh. Yeah, after the place got abandoned, it fell under police jurisdiction. Once Almata was out of the picture, they put the building up for auction and another company snatched it up. Some people just have too much money to throw around. They even did some remodeling by the looks of it. The sign up there says Zect Arms. Wait, didn't they show up in Arassian? Oh, great. Those guys. Yep, her. You got a vendetta against them a little bit. To the public, they're just an up-and-coming manufacturer, but dig deeper and crooked practices abound. Rumor has it they developed and produce an illegal weaponry, distribute archaisms on the black market, and more. Dingo's notebook even mentions that they were suppliers to Almata. Guess you've been investigating them too, huh, Katra? I couldn't help myself after everything that happened. Still, to think they would buy up Almata's old property. It's definitely shady, but it's not like they were working directly under Almata. Yeah, all their dealings aside, the company was founded outside of Calvard. On top of that, the building's been searched by the police several times over. Can't really see them leaving any traces of Almata behind. Which probably means no legacy either. Oh well, wanna try somewhere else? Yeah, let's. Oof. That's as much unloading as I can handle for now. The amount of freight coming in from the north has really been on the rise. But enough about that. Now that we're ashore, it's time to have the night of my life. Hold.
It's fishing time.
Let's do this thing.
More red perch. You know what?
Hey.
It's fine.
That's it. Nice.
A B. Damn, how do I get an A? All right, I'm giving you one more shot.
Hey. That's it.
Oh, that was fast.
Nice. I got one.
Damn it. We'll get it. We'll get it someday. Oh, wait, I have an achievement? Oh, yeah, that one. Okay. Well, we gotta go in there quick, but apparently that back alley where that drug dealer is where the story is. This is private company property. Unless you have an appointment, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. Nothing personal, though. I'm only part of the firm the building's owners are outsourcing security to. If you got business with the tenants, just head inside and speak with the representative directly. You asked me to leave, but then said I could come in? Okay. Good day. How may I be of service? If you're looking to enter the upper floors, I'm afraid you'll need an appointment. I'd be happy to take a message, though. Okay, that's all that's going on here. And we are officially done, but there is some sort of optional thing over here. Oh. Whoa there.
Sorry. Pardon me.
There goes Almata's legacy, probably. Well, someone's in a hurry. So much so that he failed to notice us in his way. I wonder what had him so worked up. He's headed for the back streets. Might be worth taking a look around there later. Huh. Why was that optional? I guess it's not necessary? You probably get some SP for seeing that, though.
Wanna have a little fun?
Yeah, we'll just skip right to this. Huh.
Damn brat! Giving us the runaround!
You'd best hand over that briefcase if you want to get out of here in one piece.
Oh yeah? Sounds a little overkill to me. How's it hanging, fellas? Pretty ballsy raising a ruckus like this in broad daylight.
Clearly, you're no upstanding citizens if you're pointing a blade at a child. So, what's it gonna be? Wanna try your luck with the cops? Or us?
Shit! It's that spriggan from the capital! And he's got his lackeys with him.
Oh?
You know about us? Word of our 4 SPGs must have clued you in. Evidently, we can't be too careful.
And let's get one thing straight here. I am not his lackey. I'm barely even an employee.
Barely, but you are an employee.
Liking makes a difference. Anyone who gets in our way is gonna end up 6 Sarge under.
Their weapons. These punks might be on the same level as Jaegers. No need to hold back. Let's beat them down quick.
Roger that.
Those are definitely Zect arms, right? They gotta be.
Beginning combat test.
All right.
To get the upper hand.
No, I can't hit all 3 with that. All right, we're gonna Heavenly Halter then.
Stay put! Your turn, Judith.
I only slowed 1. You have an AT bonus. I'm taking it.
Valiant? Larceny!
Oh, I love that. She's just like, that's my crit.
Now's your chance to boost.
I swear, I think she's the only one who even has that effect, period. Oh, shit, right? You have a shield that... A placeable shield? This wasn't always like this, was it?
Lapis code. Activate.
Oh, shit, Earth Guard.
You're dead. You're dead.
You guys are really not... They're barely hurting my shield, thankfully. That's pretty amazing. Okay. Actually, if I boost, don't I get, like, arts reduction?
Output at full throttle.
Pretty sure that these
Going all in.
go off way faster with a boost or something. No, that cast is way back there.
Protect arms.
I forgot what I was thinking of. I might have to look back at the menu after this. Okay, I'm gonna try to freeze you all.
Protect arms.
Oh, they're saying for Zect arms, like that legitimately.
Protect arms.
I don't know if I can get 3 side attacks.
Pressure him and move in.
You know what? I just want to get you in here. No, let me. I can't see anything. God, this angle is awful. You know what? We're just gonna go like this. Bam.
Optical cannon.
My move now.
Oh, I forgot they had a shield. That didn't do anything.
Protect arms.
Eh,
Finish him, Van!
we'll do that.
Now or never.
Hey, do you have your transform button? Go, Grimcat.
Prowl in the night. There's nothing I can't swipe.
Can we
Your way.
can we change the battle theme whenever she transforms? It should just go like just every time. I just wasted that crit. All right, let's do that.
Criminal. You.
Forgive me. You're dead. Shield developer. You're
Damn,
That's far enough.
that was a decent amount
Output
of
max.
damage. All right. Oh, you're muted.
Take him out.
That one.
Sir, your turn.
Now, attack. Ban. I'll cover you.
Raging Buster. Your turn, Judith.
1200. Oh, damn it. Overkill.
Chief developer.
Did you just say chief developer?
They weren't all that tough, but their firearms sure packed a punch.
Oh, I turned off auto.
Bet they did. If my suspicions are correct, those weapons might be...
You alright, kid?
Yeah. Not a scratch on me. I'd have been a goner if it weren't for you three. Thank you so much for saving... Whoops!
There they go. All over the street, too.
Slow your roll a sec, alright? It's not like we're gonna run off on...
Van? Wait, that's...
Oh. Okay, okay, I'm just gonna let them point it
Luca,
out.
was it? You said you're looking for your old man?
That's right. It's been about 3 months since he went missing.
Luca?
It wasn't all that unusual at first. He'd always hop from job to job doing whatever work he could get.
I think I'm having some weird deja vu. I don't think we've ever heard about this kid, but like, it just feels like I've already known his name somehow. Or it just makes perfect sense that it's his name. Have we heard of him before? Huh.
But eventually, I knew I had to track him down. Even Mom could tell something was up. Dad left this briefcase in his room, and I figured it might point me in the right direction. But then...
Those shifty-looking men appeared, and they've been tailing you ever since.
Back streets or not, they wouldn't have cornered you like that unless the situation called for it. Don't you have any idea what this is about?
Not that I can say for sure.
That's so. Sounds to me like his pops got tangled up with the wrong side of the law.
I've been meaning to ask. You guys are professional problem solvers, right? Maybe you can help me find my dad? Or, better yet, we could all go look for him together.
Luca.
Except... I don't have much Mira on me. Aw, now what do I do?
Financial troubles aside, those thugs might try and come after you again. I'd feel a lot better if he had an adult with him, but... What's your call, Van?
There's definitely more going on here than meets the eye. But I'm sorry, Luca. I can't take your case.
Is it because I don't have the money? Or because I'm still a kid?
Nah, that's not the issue. The fact is, your dad's been MIA for 3 months. This is exactly the kind of thing the guild and police are equipped to handle. Better to go to your local authorities before resorting to some spriggan from out of town.
I get what you mean. It's just...
That's an odd reaction.
Huh? Chin up. Who knows? We might stumble into some info on your dad out there. In which case, we'll get in touch. How's that sound?
I'm a little disappointed, but... I understand. Let me know if you hear anything. Anything at all.
It's a promise.
Wait, but... I guess we're not gonna have an adult escort. He's just gonna... He's pretty vulnerable right now, though.
You have to promise us not to run into any more danger alone. Deal?
Deal. You guys stay safe, too.
Hey, I don't know if we should have just left him alone. The innkeeper will watch over him for the time being so he can rest. Okay, thank you. Yeah, not much room for an armed assault with all the foot traffic this place gets. So, you think Luca's dad was caught up in something shady? Without a doubt. These streets won't turn squeaky clean overnight, and just because the mafia was wiped out. Messeldam's always been on the rough side, but that recent shift is making more waves than ripples. Luca getting jumped might be just another aftershock of Almata's big fall. I had a hunch that this would lead back to them. It's bound to whenever the underworld comes up. Biggest tip-off was that photo. It was of the first Genesis, and the one Anya's had. Couple that with the Luca's pops having criminal ties in the city Almata called home, and it all points to one thing. Okay, thank you. Explain it. You think his father was part of their ranks? Oh, I mean that part. I thought that was obvious. But aren't all of their members in custody? Almata was a huge syndicate. It's not impossible that a few stragglers slipped through the cracks. Not to mention, this city was their base of operations for a long while. So they'd have plenty of spots to lie low. This just gets better and better. It bears investigating. We might learn something about the legacy in the process. But what should we tell Luca? He seemed to be unaware of what his father was involved in. Then again, he may have had an inkling, judging by his reaction earlier. Yeah, no matter how well his pops kept things hidden on the sly, Luca still hesitated when the police and bracers came up. I'm not so sure he has the stomach to unmask the whole ugly truth. Not enough for us to take on his request at any rate. And that's just the spriggan way, I guess. So what's our next move? Well, we can't afford to drag our feet with those goons closing in. No way around it. One of us is going to need to flex her connections. What are you looking at me for? Hold on, you don't mean the very first Grimcat and the famed chansonnier of bygone days. Even as a retiree, she seemed like a powerful ally to have in our corner. I'll admit Grammy does stay on top of what goes on behind closed doors. She's practically got a sixth sense for when something fishy is brewing, no matter how big or small. To this day, she'll go sticking her nose into other people's business whenever the mood strikes. Wait, I think I'm starting to get it now. Yep, chances are her sudden interest in your latest gig isn't just surface level. It's at least worth asking her about. You're not giving me much of a choice, are you? Grinds my gears to lean on her, but it's probably our best bet right now. I knew you'd come around. Shall we head to the shooting location then? Though now that I think of it, didn't they say they were going to move somewhere else? Yep, assuming things are on schedule, they should be pretty close by. Let's go take a look around. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God everyone else isn't updated. Ooh, that could have been bad. You, though, you're updated? About that boy you guys protected. It sounds like he's going through a lot right now, huh? But don't worry, I'll keep an eye on him myself. Get in touch if you find anything out, okay? Okay, that's fair. What about you? The boy you brought in seems to be in a bad way. Have to wonder if it's really alright to leave the police and guild out of this. You seem to have your own plan here, though, so I'll just keep an eye on him for now. Get in touch if you make any progress. We'll help out however we can. I don't want to sound like a broken record, but let me know if you learn anything new about my dad. He had to have disappeared for a reason. Need to find him one way or another. Okay. We are good. Wait. You know what I haven't done? Is search any... Yeah, I'm just gonna high speed spam this button quick. There's one in there too. I haven't searched at all. I have to remember to do this. You get so much free stuff. I have to. Yeah? Yeah?
Ooh, this looks like a good fishing spot.
Not the time.
It's fishing time.
No, it's not. Wait, behind them? Wait, did I get it? I think the messages are disappearing too fast. Do I have this set like really low or something? That's battle display results. Huh. I wonder if picking up items is also related to that. Oh, it's because I have high speed mode on. That's why it's disappearing like right away. Yeah, okay. It was like, why can't I see the shard token thing above me? Alright, and then you, and I believe that's most of them, right? That is not most of them. There's one down in the club, too. Ooh, that must have been a big one. That was a different sound effect.
Ooh, this looks like a good fishing spot.
What the hell? There's another fishing spot back there.
Oh, it's neat.
Oh. I actually wanted to check out that fishing spot, but daytime quests and side content will disappear. Alright, give me a moment. Damn it. Obviously that wouldn't reach, but that, yeah, you have to go from up there. I wanted to test it. I mean, you could maybe like fish from right here.
Let's do this.
Would that reach? No, you literally have to be like right where I can't walk.
What? Their boat's already at the harbor?
That document was forged, Ron. You have to hurry. As for me, I'll try to find out where they're headed.
Don't, Michelle! You've already risked enough!
Heard everyone go. What's happening?
Michelle! Are you there? Michelle! And cut!
I love that we're getting the inner dialogue, and like we're getting the official movie scene version of it. We're not getting, like we're hearing the phone. Normally that's all voiced over after.
Amazing, Nina. I can't believe you landed that in just one take.
Consider me blown away. You were perfect from the second we started rolling.
Well, I couldn't have done it without everyone's input. Oh, Mr. Gotti, what did you think?
Wait, there we go.
I can't speak for Lom, but that was everything I envisioned and more!
Actually.
Eureka! I've just come up with a follow-up scene so marvelous, so spectacular, it'll knock your socks off!
Director, please!
More additional photography? Cut us some slack, sir.
Oh, Judith. And you brought Van and Katra.
Hiya, Nina.
Sounds like things are coming along.
Didn't you already
I wanted to thank you all again for helping out with today's shoot. Because of you, my first role opposite Judith is on the road to success.
Glad to hear it. But you should give yourself most of the credit.
Agreed. I'm starting to see why everyone was so charmed by your character in Wolves Requiem.
That's very kind of you to say. This is my first time doing a crossover though, so I'm still a little unsure of myself.
It'll be a challenge, but I've got high hopes for you. Let's see how far we can take this thing.
Right. We'll give them a performance to remember.
Hey, Nina! There's something I wanted to run by you.
Yes, sir. I'll be right there.
Duty calls. We'll catch up later, okay?
Of course. See you on the set.
Man, that girl's got it made. Already a star, but with potential to spare.
It hurts to admit, but you're right. Just when I think I've seen it all, she throws me for another loop. I need to start upping my game before she upstages me.
Ha! Now that's what I like to hear.
Hi, Grandma. Didn't they already introduce these people, though?
Seems sharing the spotlight with Nina was just the kick in the pants you needed. Stick to that attitude and you'll get through my special boot camp just fine.
Grammy! Can you quit it with the super stealth already? And besides, with how packed the production schedule is, you'll be way too busy to train me. Right?
Don't hold back on my account. Chances like these don't grow on trees, after all.
All right, I'll do it, okay? Just stop giving me that look.
I think I understand why Judith is so daunted by her.
You can really tell who wears the pants in the family.
You two are those temps they brought in for the shoot earlier, aren't you? What business does a spriggan have with me? Something tells me you're not looking for acting tips.
Locked already, huh? I reckon it wasn't Judith who filled you in.
You'd be right. I've been wise to the scuttlebutt on you for some time. Now, why don't you share what's on your mind?
The what? I don't know what that means in that context. I've been wise to the scuttlebutt on you? Hold on. Hold up. Scuttlebutt means rumor or gossip? What? I have not known what that word means for years, apparently. Huh. Well, you learn something new every day. Why don't you just say I've been wise to the gossip around you? But no, we gotta use scuttlebutt for some reason. It's because she's old. She's using older language, I guess. I see. Something sketchy's afoot, that's for sure. I've heard talk about this legacy of Almata's, but I can't say the same about them having stragglers. In either case, you seem to be left guessing. That's what we're hoping to get your take on. The way you're talking, it sounds like you've already done some poking around for the first one. You'd have to be real thick to turn the other way, assuming it actually exists. Almata's legacy has been the subject of much speculation throughout the underground grapevine. It's something of an urban legend at this point, especially now that most of all the mafia's kaput. Rumor says it's a massive pile of Mira and some other grand treasure that was left behind. For a time, everybody and their mother was trying to find the thing. Though nowadays it feels like only the occasional gangster or Jaeger is still worked up over it. But haven't the police made a thorough inquiry into Almata at this point? Just how likely is it that something was overlooked? A good question. Word is that they seized everything from shell company holdings to assets squirreled away in foreign countries. Any rational person would tell you there's no way anything of value would be glossed over. And yet, some folks have enough grounds to believe the search is worth keeping up. Some folks meaning, all things considered, there's only one real answer. Ground to believe that the search is worth keeping, some folks. Yeah, I mean, Zacked Arms. They make the most sense in this context. Part of me wants to say that, but also I think that they were looking for the stuff from his father, Marceau. I hope I get this right. It's got to be that new weapons manufacturer, Zacked Arms. As I suspected, something about them moving into that building didn't sit right with me. He must have bought that place in hopes of that a certain something of Almata's remained. Yeah, and remember all that heat those goons that jumped Luca were packing? Those were Zacked Arms models, the kind you can't get on the market. Common sense says they've got a horse in this race. Now that you mention it, I've been noticing a lot of guys in black suits around town. It's a reasonable assumption. Regardless of their methods, it's clear Zect Arms is hunting for something. That fits in nicely with everything else we know. Looks like the pieces are lining up for you. I wager one of them will provide a lead on tracking that boy's father down too. Lucas Pops knows something about the legacy. Zect Arms wouldn't openly throw that much manpower at him if they weren't sure of that. Then perhaps this calls for a little digging on that front, Zect Arms started up just 6 years ago, as I recall. They're headquartered in one of the Free Cities, but their actual operations and what have you are shrouded in mystery. On the surface, they design and manufacture weapons while marketing themselves as a private military company. But beneath the veneer is a whole bevy of nasty business, from testing illegal armaments to inciting conflict in war zones. The thing is, nobody has even enough evidence to punish him for it. Not within the confines of the law, anyway. What are you getting at, Grammy? Well now, look at the time. I really should be taking my leave. And Judith, if I've said it once, I've said it a million times. As the successor to the Grimcat name, it's on you to decide what to make of it. That includes what you end up doing with this. With this. Are these floor plans? But whatever you do, don't go making a damn fool of yourself. Got it? Like jumping out a window and changing into your Judith costume and then returning to the same room. She's one hell of a grandma. Talk about having an ace up your sleeve. And it's exactly the one we needed. Now we can give Zect Arms the proper inspection they never asked for. Alright. Where'd you get that? Actually, it doesn't matter. The same day. Pretty clear where she got that. The kid went home then. Yeah, well, it was still light out. He wanted to hang around until he heard back from you, but I figured he was better off steering clear. Made the right call. When do you want to leave, Van? The two of us are ready when you are. No rush, though. We're still ahead of schedule. Now, hold on. You're not planning to go out at this hour, are you? It's chilly this time of year, and the area hasn't been too safe these days. Don't worry about us. It's just a little errand. We won't be long. You sure? Well, if you insist. It's probably best to push this plan back as late as we can. Let's kill some time in town before we head to you-know-where. Good thinking. We need to finesse this thing so hard that it leaves Grammy speechless. Whatever you say, Judith. Anyway, this is our chance to make sure our equipment is in order. Why are you pushing it back? Hey, just popping in with an update from Marduk support. Further analysis revealed a new floor. Uh-oh. So check it out when you get the chance, okay? A second floor has been added. Uh-oh. Oh, and a side quest. And town updates. Shit. You know what I'm going to do, actually. Let's do the... Wait, what the hell? Oh, you. Let's do the side quests. And we'll end here after that. We'll end after the side quest, and then we'll look around town and do the second floor in the next one. Excuse me. You didn't happen to run into an actor in that inn just now, did you? An actor? Is she talking about Judith? I swear I saw him sneaking in just a minute ago. Oh, aren't you? Oh, crap. You know, now that you mention it, I think they were doing some filming over by the harbor during the day. Maybe it's worth checking over there. Honestly, I'd be pretty surprised if some big-name movie star was holed up in an inn like this. She's looking for a guy, though. Yeah, I guess you're right. And it is dark out here, so maybe I mistook him for someone else. Sorry for the bother. They're not looking for you, Judith. Phew, sounds like I wasn't her target. I wonder who she was talking about then. Maybe it really was just a case of mistaken identity? Who knows? There's at least one person that comes to mind, though. Is there? Who? Oh, sir, could I bother you for a second? Something wrong? Well, kinda. You see, we had a young man come by to check into one of our rooms a little while ago. Dad was busy at the time, so I decided to take care of it for him. The man had a stylish brown hair, and when his sunglasses dipped down a bit, I could see that he had really gorgeous green eyes. Brown hair and green eyes, there's no way it's not him. So, what about the guy? He asked for a corner room, one next to the room that was already occupied. He even specified that he'd prefer that the neighboring room be one without any woman present. So I ended up putting him in the room right next to yours. So those are some pretty specific requests. Yeah, it seems like he was trying to avoid being seen by anyone, and it struck me as a little suspicious. I thought about asking him what was going on, but I wasn't sure if I should or not. Nah, if you thought he was suspicious, there's no need to involve yourself further. Was he alone? Yeah, he's been shut up in his room ever since he arrived. Got it. I think I'll be a good neighbor and check in on him then. Some of what you said has me a little concerned. I'm confused, to be fair. This is his room, right? Who is this? Hello? Anybody there? I'm the guy staying in the room next door. You got a sec to talk? I don't think we've seen him, have we? You said you're from the room from next door. What can I do for you? The young lady that checked you in told us a little bit about you. Said it seemed like you had something bothering you. She was pretty concerned. Nah, I don't mean to meddle, but I see. Yeah, I can understand why my behavior would come across as odd. But I'm sorry. I'd really prefer not to bother you with the issue. Well, if you can't talk to a stranger, how about a coworker? Judith? It sounds like whatever's going on is part of why you were late to filming. Ooh, he was late. Is he the guy in... No, that's a different guy, right? Who's the guy in, not Gloria. Wolf's Requiem. The main character isn't Nina. Nina is a main character. Main character is a guy that's like Albert or something. I see. Now I understand why you're here. Let me introduce myself. My name's Ethan Smith. I'm an actor, and I came to Messeldam for filming. However, as you already know, I happened to miss today's shoot. By the way, Judith mentioned you took my place during filming. Oh! Well, you know how Director Gotti is. When he makes a request, there's no getting out of it. And I wasn't so much taking your place as I was just filling in for a bit. Definitely not planning a career change anytime soon, that's for sure. Besides, seeing you up close, I think it's fair to say your face is far more suited to the big screen than mine is. Actually, now that I think about it, I read about you in a magazine article recently. You're one of the hottest upcoming stars of 1209? Maybe not too upcoming, given today. Well, I don't think you disrupted the schedule as much as you think you did. Mr. Gotti said they'd only need to do a few partial retakes. You think so? Huh. By the way, how exactly do you three know each other? I guess the best way to put it is I was one of Mr. Arkride's former clients, and I'm one of his assistants. Putting that aside, though, why don't you tell us the reason you didn't show up today? I heard it was because you weren't feeling well, but that wasn't the truth. True, was it? Well, you see, it's just... Listen, I get that sometimes there are good reasons for skipping work, but I'm gonna be real disappointed if you keep trying to hide the truth from us, especially with you acting all fidgety like that. Okay. After all said and done, we're colleagues. If you can't trust me, then what does that say about our working relationship? All right, I get it. It's just... By the way, here's my card. We do a lot of behind-the-scenes work, if you catch my drift. Arkride Solutions. I didn't know people like you really existed. I think I understand how you met them now. I mean, that's the short of it, but yeah. If you can't go to the police or guild, we're the guys you call. And if that's how you describe your particular problem, we might just be able to help you. I guess if rumors have already spread about my absence, it's only a matter of time. Alright, I'd like you to help me drive off a stalker. Yeah, that felt like exactly what was going on. A stalker? Hey, keep your voice down. She used to be just another fan, but around the time I started getting popular, she began showering me with letters and gifts. Not only was she sending them to my agency, but she somehow managed to get them sent to my personal address, too. Then I started feeling like I was being watched everywhere I went. Sounds like we're already outside the realm of a little celebrity crush then. Me being late today was because I was having trouble giving her the slip. I'm positive she followed me to Messeldam. You know, I heard a little bit about the mental state of stalkers before. When facing rejection from the object of their affections, not only will most people turn inward, they'll assume they did something wrong. But with stalkers, it's the opposite, and they'll get angry at the other person for not reacting the way they wanted them to. It's textbook narcissism. And also 90% of people online for comments. If she's already that far gone, maybe it would be better to get the police or the guild involved after all. Well, I considered it, but it's not like she tried to kill me or anything. And I don't want this to go public either. It could end up driving my fans away. But I can't afford to keep holding up production because of this. I just need a way to sort this out amicably. I think this stalker of yours might benefit from a consequence or two, personally, but if that's what you want. Anyway, are you gonna take this case? Damn, chaos. Chaos? Really? Alright, we'll do it. So any idea what this stalker looks like? No, I'm not really sure. I've never actually seen her up close before. All I know is that she's a woman. I assume it's because she's trying to be stealthy, but although Ethan himself hasn't seen her, it's entirely possible someone else has. Like someone on the film crew, for instance. Should we start with them? We just saw her. What? Good idea. Let's go see what they have to say. I think the crew's doing some teardown work by the movie theater right now. Oh, by the way, has your manager tried doing anything about this? She's actually outside the inn right now, trying to keep an eye out. Not that she knows what the stalker looks like either, though. Oh, and I did have one other request for you. I'd like to keep this private. Don't worry about that. It's not exactly our first trip around the block. That's good to hear. Anyway, I'm sorry for all the trouble, but I really appreciate you doing this for me.
Well, we're on the clock now.
Actor malfactor. Huh. I mean, it is the girl we just saw, right? Where'd she go? Unless, wait, you said that his manager, oh wait, we have another thing here. His manager?
What do we have here?
It was supposed to be outside. But the other person's like, have you seen them? I don't think that was his manager. The artist. Someone has a bright idea of vandalized one of my ships recently. I know I should probably report this to the police, but blowing a gasket over something that's so trivial will get you nowhere in the city. That's why I'd like to let the perpetrator off with a warning, as well as a chance to straighten out their life. Would you mind helping me find them? Okay. I'll be at the far west. That one we're definitely waiting till next episode. Damn.
Got a question for you.
A suspicious-looking woman, huh? Don't think I've seen anyone like that around. Have you? Nope. I was too focused on packing up. Guess I really wasn't paying attention to my surroundings either. Maybe she didn't come this way? Or maybe my assumption was off. Sorry we couldn't be more help. Have you tried asking inside the movie theater? Couldn't hurt to try. A good point. I guess it's worth a shot. Thanks for your help. Nope.
Got a question for you.
A suspicious-looking woman? No, I don't believe I've seen anyone like that. Several women have come up to the ticket counter, but they all seemed rather normal to me. No one's been asking around about someone in the lobby or anything? I don't believe so. They would have stood out to me otherwise. All right, thank you. Then I guess she didn't come into the theater either. Looks like we still don't have any leads. I have Fio and Zeros running a reconnaissance mode, but they also haven't picked up any clues. Hello? What's up, Ethan? I've got good news. My manager said she managed to get a picture of the stalker. I'll have her bring it over to you right now. I hope it helps. Sounds like just the lead we've been looking for. Sometime later. Oh, you're the manager. Hello, you're the Spriggan, right? Ethan told me all about you. I'm his manager. I really can't thank you enough for your help. Well, we've got nothing to show for it yet, so you want to save your thanks for later. Ethan said you had a picture of the stalker. Would you mind sharing it with us? Yes, I was just barely able to get a shot of her. Take a look. That's not her? Ooh, that's a different person. Huh? She seems really normal, maybe even a little uptight. What? Doesn't really strike me as a stalker type. I didn't think so either, but appearances can always be misleading. There's no doubt that she's the one who's been following Ethan around. No, it's not her. Now, I'll be headed back to the inn to check on him. Please keep us informed of anything else you might find. Of course. Well, we always see our job through to the end. She seems to take her job pretty seriously. I'm sure the situation must be awfully stressful, though. Anyway, it looks like this picture was taken outdoors. Let's check around outside the theater. I think she thinks that's a stalker and she took a picture of her, but it wasn't. But that lady's probably following her around for other reasons. Following him around.
Let me ask you something.
You seen this woman by any chance? Huh? You know, actually, I think I saw someone like her on my delivery route earlier. Crossed paths on the stairs going down to the nearby park. The park, is it? Let's go take a look. I'm not totally sure it was her, though. It was pretty dark, so I had trouble making out what she looked like. No worries, you've been a big help, thank you. Sure. I hope you find her.
Got a question for you.
All right, man on walk. Oh, that lady? Yeah, I've seen her. She was hard to miss, the way she kept turning around and looking all over the place. It was like she was lost or something.
Do you have any idea which way she went?
Just down those stairs over there.
Was she headed for the back street? Not really the safest place for a woman by herself.
She wasn't alone, actually. There was another lady with her. Strictly speaking, it looked to me like the second lady was tailing the first one. Uh-oh. She headed down the stairs, too.
I guess Ethan's manager finally caught up with her.
Thanks for the info. Let's hurry before she gets away. Are we gonna have a follow segment here? Probably.
What is it, Zeros? Vital signs detected. Vital signs? Hey, this is the woman in the picture. Woman in the picture. Wait a minute, what gives? If she's the one we're after, then...
Looks like somebody got the drop on her.
Are you all right? Yes, I think I'm starting to feel a bit more clear-headed.
Sorry to do this while you're still recovering, but we're gonna need to ask you a few questions. You're Ethan's real manager, right?
Ooh.
Oh. Damn.
That's correct. I have my business cards if you need
No, that's all right. The picture you showed us is proof enough.
This is interesting. I see now. The stalker secretly took a picture of Ethan's manager on the right, which means the girl we met in the theater lobby was the real stalker. She originally approached me by saying she wanted to talk about Ethan. I tried to shake her off by winding through the back streets, but we got into a fight and...
Bad news, I can't get in touch with Ethan. We need to head back to the inn.
I'm coming too. Also, it's been bugging me, but what exactly are you doing here, Judith? There's no time for that right now. We'll explain later.
The group rushed back to Ethan's room only to find it completely empty. However, someone at the inn informed them that he had left with a well-dressed woman.
Ethan, I know stalkers aren't exactly rare in our line of work, but I never expected her to go this far. We'd better hurry up and find them. There's no telling what she'll do next.
Yeah, if we just had some kind of lead on which direction they went. Probably the lighthouse. It's random on its own.
Hey, what's that stain on your foot? Oh, that. She stomped on my foot when we were fighting earlier.
On your foot?
Wait, that's it. We just need to read the pattern left from the sole on her shoe.
Good idea. Then we can use a shard search to track her.
You can do that? Footprints are very specific. They reveal a lot about a person's style, their gender, even the way they walk.
What? Yeah, but if everyone wears shoes, then you can only get a general...
Yeah. Let's have Theo take a sample of that print. Sorry, it'll only take a sec. Oh, sure, of course. Analysis complete. Added a visual representation to shard search imaging. That should do it. We should be able to see where her footprints lead now. And all that's left is to follow her tracks. Leave the rest to us. We can't risk taking you into... No, I want to go too. My agency's problems are my responsibility.
Well, you've got guts, that's for sure. All right, let's go. Boop. Oh, we probably have to... Oh, no, they're right there.
Not this
I guess...
way.
Oh, shards were updated for nighttime. I see. Okay, keep that in mind.
Something's there. Do a shard search.
Oops.
Okay, you're not letting me go in anywhere. Why the hell were they walking like that? They're like walking super far to the left and then super far to the right. This is a desolate place. This is very obviously going to be where it happens. That's a giant knife. Stay back. Ethan. Looks like you all figured things out pretty quickly. Don't try to interfere. Ethan and I have something very important to discuss. Please help me. Look, just calm down. We can talk about this. This is exactly why I didn't want anyone else to get involved. Look what you've done, Ethan. All I wanted was to talk things out, just the two of us. There's nothing to talk about. You claim to be a fan, but then you go and do something like this. You're crazy. Ethan, wait, don't antagonize her. Look, just back away from him and we won't have to get the police involved. Our client doesn't want that anyway. Surely you're not willing to throw your life away for one man, are you? What do you know? I believed in him, but then he just threw me away like garbage. At least if we both die here, we'll be together for eternity. Right, Ethan? Ugh. Threw you away. Wait a minute. Wasn't she just a fan? Don't listen to her. She's completely flipped her lid. Just hurry up and get me out of here. Actually, I think we should hear what else she has to say. You may have made the request, but I'm the one who gets to decide how it's carried out. I was a fan, at the start anyway, but he seemed to shine so brightly I ended up falling for him, then I wanted more. So I sent my contact info in one of my fan letters. I even tried to get his attention at one of the events he was at. And he finally started to recognize me. We even had dinner together one time. I mean, you're still overboard, but that's less stalkery. The fact that he responded, though, stop, please, stop talking. Ethan told me he loved me. He told me I was important to him. To hear him say those words, it made me feel so warm inside. But eventually he didn't want to see me anymore. He wouldn't even answer my calls. That's not what happened. None of that ever happened. I don't even remember your name. I didn't mean that. So what did you mean, Ethan? That you took advantage of a fan? I mean, we're all believing her 100% here. She could be lying. That is true. This is a lot different from what you told us at the start. And so what if I did? I'm a young single guy. Why shouldn't I be allowed to have some fun once in a while? Ever since I got popular, I've been so busy all the time. I just wanted someone to take my mind off work for a while. Okay, well, I was slightly trying to take your side, but not... And you got to play romance with a celebrity. Don't act like you didn't get anything out of all this. I can't believe you. And you're ready to commit murder over this dumpster fire? That's ridiculous. You don't need to keep letting this guy hurt you any more than he already has. So please, just put down the knife. I can't. Don't you see? I've done so much for him. There's no going back. Stop. Don't come any closer. Oh, what a situation. Okay, she has a knife. She's definitely crazy, but he made her crazy. But she's also a stalker in the beginning, which... She wasn't really a stalker in the beginning. She sent him her contact info, which isn't that crazy, but him responding, then he's leading her on. Oh god, this is a mess, mentally. Catch her off guard. That's not how you know. Let fate decide. Oh god, that is... Suggest she leak her story. The amount of chaos I get probably is entirely dependent on if I hit Let Fate Decide. Which I'm partially for. But I do think I really like the option suggest she leak the story. Because even that rumor alone, knowing, yeah, that's probably the best way to go about it. All right, it's probably gonna be gray. Hey, I got a proposal for you. This memory quartz here contains a recording of our entire conversation. Think of it as a trump card that could deal a severe blow to this guy's career. I'll go ahead and hand it over to you. But only on the condition you'll leave him alone. Huh? What? When did he have time to prep that? I also happen to know the editor-in-chief over at Meld magazine. They're a pretty famous tabloid. I could introduce you to him if you like. You're encouraging her to leak this to the press. But I'm the one that hired you. How could you betray me like this? You asked us to get rid of your stalker problem, right? Sounds to me like we're still in line with our agreement, don't you think? How could you be so cruel? Please don't. I'll admit it, okay? I screwed up. Is it Mira you're after? I'll give you however much you want. I'll take the quartz. No, don't do it. Damn. This can't be happening. Please do something. I'll be ruined. You brought all of this on yourself. You're gonna have to crawl your way back to the top. I suppose the agency and I will do our best to support you. But I can't just ignore the truth of what you've done. I suggest you think long and hard about your mistake. That one was weird. That one was very hard place to think about. I never condoned stalking, but I was on her side in a big part of it. I don't know. This is a very strange quest the way they wrote it. Are you sure? Yes, I want you to hold on to it. I'm ready to wash my hands of this mess. But it is kind of just a mental, issue that where we helped her stop having to once your mind starts to go in a certain direction, it's not like you can just talk yourself out of it. I mean, sometimes you can, but sometimes it's not possible, So yeah, it's not really her fault. Well, it's definitely not her fault because of if he hadn't revealed his true attitude and his true intentions, I don't know how I'd feel about this. But the fact that he did that, I don't know. This doesn't feel right. Please, if there's anything I can do to compensate you for the trouble. It's okay. I really don't need anything. Besides, I don't think we'll ever meet again. I'll be heading back home in the morning. So long. Well, that was enough. It was enough to get her over it. A memory quartz is a spare, by the way. Feel free to do what you want with it. Thank you for saving Ethan. I'll be making sure he gets punished appropriately by the agency. Even if this didn't get leaked to the press, what he did was still a breach of contract. It sounds like he's gonna have a rough time of it then. Anyway, I should be going now. I need to pick him up and head back to the hotel. Oh, I guess Ethan's probably still thinking she's actually going to leak the story, huh? I say we let him simmer in fear for a little longer. It'd serve him right. You won't hear objections from me.
That's all, folks.
Mira deposit confirmed.
Yeah, I knew it. That was going to be gray. I wonder what would have happened if fate decided. This is my playthrough, though. This is it. I chose that. I have to live with my choices. Part of me does want to reload and see what happens, though. But we're sticking with this regardless. But I'm actually going to do that. All right, it took a minute to get back here. I had to reload from right before this episode started, so it should stop at the trace. Here we go. Well, let fate decide. I just want to see. Maybe she'll... No, it's not like this. Any of this is my problem. Let's just leave it up to fate. Actually, now that I think about it... Huh? What are you doing? Stay back. You're stalling because you're still trying to decide what to do, right? How about this? Let's leave it up to a coin toss. Are you serious? Just a little wager to see who's got better luck, that's all. If it's heads, you two start dating for real, and I'll announce it publicly. And tails, you cut all ties, and you never come near Ethan again. What do you say? Want to try your luck? That's ridiculous. Surely you can suggest something better than that. Think about it. You got a 50-50 chance to be done with her forever. Pretty good odds, right? Either way, no one ends up getting stabbed. I see. When you put it that way, yeah. I guess it's not a bad idea. Even if it comes up heads, I can probably still talk my way out of it. If there's even the slightest chance we could be together... Okay, I accept. That settles it then. This is not what let fate decide. I mean, it makes sense that you were actually talking about a coin flip, but I thought just stand and watch. What's wrong? You sure you're okay with this? Huh? Even if you do end up with Ethan, what do you think will happen after that? Probably already know where I'm going with this. Before you decide what your next move's gonna be, I need you to think long and hard about what will really make you happy. Don't think about what anybody else wants. Think about what you want. This is your last chance. I'm dropping out of the toss, and I won't ever get involved with you again. Huh? That's what you wanted, right? Yeah, of course, and that's all I wanted in the first place. Huh, I did it. I won. I knew I was right all along. Oh, they clipped through. Perfect. Now we're even. After that, the others left the wharf. Ethan at the wharf to stew on what happened. The girl mentioned she would head on home in the morning, so they saw her to the station. Okay, so they still do the station. You sure this is okay? After everything I've done, I just feel like I need to make it up to you. It won't be necessary. Ethan is the one who brought this on himself. What he did was a breach of contract, and our agency will make absolutely certain he's penalized for it. I suppose I'm at fault as well for not realizing what was going on. Hey, I'm sure you did everything you could. At any rate, I think we can settle this privately. I understand, thank you. Well, I should be going. Goodbye. Damn. Thank you for saving Ethan. I mean, we didn't exactly do it for free. I'll be heading off as well. I need to go grab him and head back to the hotel. Okay, so that's the same. I just want to hear what Judith has to say. You know, I had no clue what you were doing with that whole coin toss bid. Warn a girl next time, would you? I guess she just wanted a little affirmation before making her decision. You've really got to stop trying to act so cool and in control all the time, Van. Ah, come on. There's more than one way to skin a cat, you know.
That's one job behind us.
Mira deposit confirmed.
I'll be honest, both... Yeah, full chaos. Damn, that was a big chunk. Both options were great. They were both really good. I personally... I saved right there. Yeah, we're fine. I personally do think that recording the conversation is a little better, but I liked that one led to her making the decision on her own. That might have been better in the long run. I don't know. They were both very unique options and very unique outcomes. I don't want to waste time doing a third one for the other one. Because warning her that the police... yeah, I don't think that's worth doing. I'm not going to do it for every quest. It's just this one I really wanted to let fate decide and see what happened. So, yeah. So, when I'm like super torn on a decision, I'll probably redo a quest and see both. But, okay. I'm going to end this here. And in the next one, we have more NPC updates. Another side quest. And the second floor of the Mierhen Garten. So, thanks for watching. Let me know if you like it, and I will see you in the next one.